In a distant, enchanted realm where the seasons changed in a single day and nature ruled with its own laws, Snow White was born in a village surrounded by fields of ever-blooming flowers. With each breeze of spring, the flowers would bloom even more brightly in her presence. Snow White was not just beautiful, her heart and spirit radiated purity. From the moment she was born, she shared a special bond with nature, one that would soon reveal her unique powers. As Snow White grew up under the warm embrace of the summer sun, she began to feel an unfamiliar power growing within her. She could control the sun's heat, directing its rays as she pleased. Yet, she kept this power hidden from the world, using it only to quietly help the villagers. Little did she know that this power would soon be put to the test. One day, an unusual storm rolled into the kingdom, but it was no ordinary storm. It was the herald of the return of the Shadow Queen, an evil sorceress banished centuries ago. The Shadow Queen sought to seize control of the power of the four seasons to reclaim her dominance over the kingdom. Through her magical mirror, she learned that Snow White was the key to unlocking this power, and thus, she set out to eliminate her. One night, while wandering through the forest, Snow White heard a voice calling her. The mysterious whispers led her to the heart of the dark woods, where she found herself before a giant tree covered in snow, despite it being the height of summer. This tree was the ancient spirit of winter, warning her of the impending danger. The spirit revealed that Snow White possessed the power of all four seasons. However, she needed to understand and develop these powers to face the challenges ahead. After her encounter with the winter spirit, Snow White began to explore her powers further. On a particularly scorching day, the kingdom was struck by an intense heat wave. Snow White quickly realized that this was no natural occurrence. It was part of the Shadow Queen's plan to weaken her. Using her control over the sun, Snow White managed to quell the heat wave, saving the villagers from drought. However, this battle exposed her existence to the Shadow Queen, who now knew her power was real. As autumn arrived, Snow White began receiving visions through the falling leaves. These visions were warnings of the Shadow Queen's deceptions, but they were fragmented and unclear. One day, she communed with another ancient spirit, this time of autumn's wisdom. The spirit taught her how to interpret these visions and use them to prepare for what was coming. While Snow White was preparing to confront the Shadow Queen, the Queen herself was drawing nearer. She decided to test Snow White's strength by sending enchanted creatures to attack her.